Hi! Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dom. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I typically make bookish content, movie content, and anything else in between because I like to do whatever I want on this channel, and tonight's going to be bookish content. It is the month of December. 2023 is upon us very soon. We all have reading goals to catch up on. I am far behind on my reading goal. My reading goal for the year is 30 books. I currently have only read 24 books, so I have 6 books to read in the month of December if I want to reach that goal. And in today's video, we're going to go over all of the books I want to read by the end of the year. Some of them are Christmas books, some of them are just some manga I'm trying to catch up on, and just others I'm mentioning are just whatever. So let's just jump right into the video. One of the Christmas themed books I want to read is Nicholas St. North by William Joyce. I believe this is the same guy who wrote A Day with Wilbur Robinson, and this is actually one of the many books that Rise of the Guardians is based on. I would love to watch Rise of the Guardians this year and react to it, so why not read one of the books it's based on during the holidays that it's based on. And yeah, and just so you guys know what this book is about, because I forgot to mention that, but it's essentially an origin story of Santa Claus. I finally got the Audible app. I know I've been reading books forever and I've never had the Audible app, but I finally got it, and this is the first book that I ordered from it. So hopefully this is something I can listen to on my way to work. The audiobook's less than 4 hours long. I don't typically ever listen to a book on its normal audio, so hopefully I can finish reading this in less than 4 hours. Another Christmas book I want to read is The Christmas Source and the Winter Witch, or something along the lines of that. This is the sequel to The Christmas Source, which I read last year. And The Christmas Source is about a boy who's in a wheelchair. He feels all alone. He writes this letter to Santa asking for a dinosaur for Christmas, and then the Christmas Source comes down and they have this one big adventure. I thought The Christmas Source was real cute, and I know it's a trilogy, so I thought why not continue on with a trilogy during the holiday season. This is another book I want to listen to on audio because I listened to the first one on audio, and also none of the library apps in my area carry this book, not even the audiobook version, so I'm very confused, but hopefully I can get another credit on Audible and listen to this before Christmas comes around. I actually have no idea what the sequel is about. I can guess from the title of which is going to be involved, I just don't know how, and I'm curious to see how that's going to work out. The last Christmas book on this list is Letters to Father Christmas by J.R.R. Tolkien. So this book is just a compilation of all the letters that J.R.R. Tolkien wrote to his children in the point of view of Santa Claus. I discovered this book last year because last year I was looking for some holiday reads. This came up and that's when I bought it. Didn't have time to read it, so I thought why not this year? And it's really cool. I was going through it and they actually have, you know, like the letters on one side of the page and then the pictures he drew on the other. Here's like one of the original letters, and I just thought it was a cool way to put it together. I don't like the Lord of the Rings, but I'm really curious to see how these letters are going to read and work out, to see if I like the writing style of these as well. It's either going to be a Christmas Eve read or a Christmas night read. Who knows? So next are some manga. I really want to finish Death Note. This is the Death Note Black Edition Volume 5. I am actually almost done with this. I started reading Death Note in the beginning of the year, so like literally January 1st. I didn't think it was going to take me the whole year to get through the manga, but 2022 has been a trying year. My problem with this manga is that I will sit down and read 4 chapters in like 2 hours, but then I'll never pick up the book again for a week. That's what happened with this one. I started this in November. I read all of this in 3 hours and then have not picked it up since, and it's July? And it's December 4th. So we'll see. And of course, that being said, I obviously want to get to the last edition of the Black Edition. If you don't know what Death Note is about a boy named Light Yagami who's a very bored high schooler, but one day he comes across a death note and he discovers that when you write someone's name in the death note, they die of a heart attack within 60 seconds, or another way, as long as it's written in the death note. He takes it upon himself to become the god of the new world, killing off criminals who he believes to be criminals. There's Shinigami involved. He joins the police force. It's a whole thing. There's a bunch of religious symbolism, and it's just a whole story of good and evil, but what exactly is good, what exactly is evil, and what makes Light Yagami the spokesperson for that. Like, what makes him so special. That being said, more was recently published in the Death Note universe, so I bought it when I saw it at Target, and that is Death Note Short Stories, and it's by Tsugumi Oba and Takashi Obata. So I'm very excited to get to this. The artwork looks amazing as always. I just don't know what part of the universe this takes place in. Like, is it prior to Light? Is it after Light? Is it in between? I'm not sure. But this one is not on like my high priority list. If I don't get to this in 2022, I won't be too upset about it. I may actually save this for 2023, but I'm not sure. And the last book I want to get to in 2022 is my big book of the year, which is The Arabian Nights. Again, just like Death Note, I started reading this in January, hoping I could read like a chapter a day. Not knowing these stories were going to be pretty dense and slow going, and it's something I do have to take my time with. I'm filming this December 4th, and that's how far I am. I'm not very far at all. I don't know if I'll finish this by the end of 2022. I don't mind if this takes me until 2023. It's just this was my big book of the year. I like reading at least one big book a year. So it is a goal to get it done, just not a priority, because some of these stories are dense and hard to get through. There's definitely some stories that I like better than others. There's some that I don't like at all. But I'm really curious to see how I'm going to feel about this book as a whole. It'll probably be one of my top reads of the year simply because I will feel so accomplished once I get it done. Honorable mentions are probably just some like kids books that are on my TBR. I'll get to them when I get to them. They're not, again, not on my top priority, but I would say these are more so my top priority. Hopefully I can get to all of them. I know some of them I will definitely be able to finish. Hopefully I can reach my goal of 30. I don't know, because if I was struggling to get here throughout the whole year, I'm probably going to struggle in the month of December as well. But let me know down below if you have read any of these books, if you like those books, if you're interested in reading in any of these, if you have not read them. And yeah, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. Without further ado, I'm going to peace out, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao, tutti.